Hello everyone, this is Jim. And I want to introduce you to my beautiful 1986 Toyota MR2. It's automatic and it has 118,000 miles on it, and it is that silver sandy beigey color. I don't know the name of the color, but that's what it is. It's a great looking car. You can see that it is this car is 34 years old, and there are some wear marks on it. Like right here, there's some touch up right here, and then in the low area of the spoiler, there's some marks right there also, just from age and use. And just let you look at that. The rims and tires on this car are beautiful, and this is a low owner car. I bought this car in Decatur, Illinois, and there was one local owner that bought this car brand new, and he was a Greek gentleman, and he owned the Greek restaurant in town, and he bought this car brand new in 1986 and enjoyed it for many years. And then he did pass away, and a local real estate agent bought this car, and then she had it for a few years. I don't know the timeline on it, but I ended up buying it through a dealer here in town that had it, and you see it's a very good shape for what it is. It's got the mid-engine, rear-wheel drive, four-wheel disc brakes. There is some rust on this vehicle right here. It has been repaired. Somebody repaired that, and it's on both sides of the car. I'm trying to give you shots of everything here. There is some rust repair there, right there also. So there's 2 spots of rust. But other than that, this car is very clean. It's a beautiful car. And I have driven it out, and it is very nice nice car to ride. You see the seats are in good condition. The side bolsters here are good. The seals, I don't know if the camera is picking up the seals, there's hardly any wear or scuff marks. You know, somebody cared for this car. There is a spot right there on the seats that has not come out. I'm sure you can see that on the camera. This car has 118,000 miles. I don't know if you see that or not, but the car is in very good condition. And I'm going to pop some of these lids and let you look in underneath. One thing that did happen, somebody had painted the sunroof, and I think they did that for like heat. This car is running right now. It's idling. See if we get the hood prop up. Four-cylinder, inline, mid-engine. Oh, can't get that open today. I looked this over. I don't see any evidence of damage. I've looked through this area right here, and I don't see the telltale signs of damage. You know, like a front end collision. I actually think that this car, here's all looks nice. This is a very good example of a very hard to find car. You know, it's the mid-engine configuration, and if you want a mid-engine configuration with a sporty little thing, sporty little engine, you're gonna have to pay big dollars for it, because the only thing out there comparable to this are You know, Ferraris, Lotuses. Now the Corvettes come out, the 2020 Corvette, they got a mid-engine. And you know, that's $100,000 for, I believe, I don't even know how much the Corvette costs. But this car here is configured with the same mid-engine setup. And you have the choice of spending the big dollars for a Lotus or a Ferrari, a couple $100,000, $50,000 for a Ferrari, or you can buy something like this with all of the reliability and trust of the MR2 of Toyota. This is a great running engine. They put this engine in a lot of different cars. It's tried and true. It's not going to give you any trouble as long as you don't abuse it. Take care of this car. Take care of that engine. But when you compare dollar for dollar, apple for apple, to get this mid-engine configuration, anywhere else other than the Toyota MR2, you're going to be paying a lot of money, $50,000, $80,000, $100,000. But here we are. Thank God for Toyota. Thank God for Toyota. $8,900. You can have this car, and these cars are hard to find. There was never a great quantity that was produced originally. They were low production numbers, low sales numbers, but Toyota wanted to be into they wanted to shine. They wanted a halo from a mid-engine sports car. And this, because the shine from this car, the halo effect from this car, cast great light on all of the other cars like the Corollas, the Camaries, and the Celicas. And the shine or stigma from having a sports car in the lineup helps sell all the other Toyotas, just like Chevrolet does. You know, why do they have a Corvette? It gives them an image. It gives them a sporty image on all the other cars. So that's what they've got. This is what Toyota did. And let me tell you how I came across. I mean, how I ended up buying this thing is. My son and I, he had a Toyota Corolla, and he dented it. He had a minor fender bender, and we had to go to the junkyard and get parts. And so we go to the junkyard, and lo and behold, the junkyard has a MR2, a 1987. And knowing these parts are hard to find, knowing that, I posted the fact that I had MR2 that was available, and people connected with me, and they had me take parts off the MR2 that was in the junkyard and send them to because they're so hard to find. And I was surprised when I started to take parts off MR2 that I realized soon that Toyota overbuilt these cars. There was so much that I had. These cars are kind of knitted together. They're just knitted together by like a very loving person. The way they engineered and designed these cars. They designed these cars. You remember that before this came into the market, there was nothing like it. There was nothing like it in the world. And Toyota knew that they were creating a new genre, that something that never existed before. And they was not going to risk their reputation by putting out, somewhat, just a car. So they over-designed, and they over-engineered, and they overbuilt this car. And I realized that when I was trying to take the car apart that was in the junkyard, and I'm going, wow, look how they built this. Look what they did. They did this, they did that, they did this. They just over-engineered, and they built these cars, overbuilt them. So that because they did not want to introduce a new car and a new genre with their name attached to it and have any failures. Once that car leaves the factory in Japan, when it gets on the boat, once it gets offshore, it's delivered offshore in the United States, and then it gets to the dealership, they wanted 0 complaints, 0 callbacks, 0 bad rep. They were risking their Toyota's fine reputation on this brand new genre. And so they over-engineered, overbuilt. And so what we have, I've got a 35-year-old car that is fantastic. Okay? So MR2, you got to get them when you can. They're going away fast. There's not many left. So if you can find one, get it, and just enjoy it. Because like it's a $50,000 experience to drive one of these cars with the Toyota, the Toyota reliability and the name standing behind the car. So hope you're well. I hope everything's going well for you, and I'll talk to you later.